saying.
Question 2. How best can you care for children with disabilities?
So children with disabilities have the same ambition and dreams as you and I have. So as long as we respect them for being human and we want to play with them and we want to invite them to play with us, then we are caring for them.
Thank you for making time for us, Mrs. Happy.
Thank you.
That's all we had for today. Friends, until next time, goodbye.
In the news tonight, City of Windhoek secures 155 million Namibian dollar loan for new power substation to avoid load shedding.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Welcome to this evening's edition of News on One. Here's what's lined up for you in tonight's bulletin. Home Affairs building named after Hifikepunye Pohamba. PDM threatens legal action regarding failure to set up whistleblower office. Safari Hotels start urban farming project. And Business on One, Comments Corner, Sport and the weather. The Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security Headquarters has been named after the country's second president, Dr. Hifikepunye Pohamba. This was revealed today by President Hage Geingob during an inauguration ceremony of the new building located in Windhoek at the corner of Hosea Kutaku Drive and Harvey Street.
Describing as a gentle giant, Geingob said they named the building after Pohamba, who served as the first Minister of Home Affairs following the country's independence.
To be joined by a very special guest, a liberation icon, a freedom fighter, patriotic charter, and a renowned statesman. He is a man in whose honor this building will be named. He is none other than our second president, Comrade Hifikepunye Lucas Pohamba.
In his acceptance speech, Pohamba gave a history of the formative stages of the Home Affairs Ministry, which he first headed when the country attained independence.
I am proudly honored and pleased to be part of this event today. As founding of this institution, the Home Affairs, I have noted with appreciation and humility that this building is being called Dr. Hifikepunye Pohamba. I accept this honor, which is a recognition of the hard work and the important task that my pioneering team and I had carried out during the establishment of the Ministry of Home Affairs and Immigration. at the inception of our republic. I wish to remember with respect Comrade Nangolo Ithete, may his soul rest in peace, who served as my deputy minister. Comrade Ndali Kutala Thomas Ndali Kamati, who served under me at that particular time as permanent secretary, and many others who were part of my team during those challenging years.
President Geingob also recognized former Home Affairs Minister Pendukeni Ivula Itana, who during her tenure played an instrumental role in the realization of the construction of the building.
Christmas is about smiles on the faces of those we love. So, at Spar, every day until 5 December, we're giving Lucky Spar Rewards customers their shopping for free. And we have amazing savings. Like Baker's Tennis Biscuits for only $18.99 and 1 liter Spar 100% fruit juice blend. Buy any two for $34. Merry Christmas smiles from all of us at Spar.
Welcome to Friends Stadium. Everybody's ready. Wait a second, not everybody. Come on, dude. It's the FIFA World Cup. You're going to lose your seat, the ritual seat, the lucky one. Losing more than a seat, your team is going to lose. Where are you, dude? The match is about to start. Your friends won't hold out much longer. Excuse me. Finally, everything is in the right place. Hey, other hand. And you, do you have everything you need to believe?
The president of the Popular Democratic Movement and leader of the official opposition party, McHenry Vanani, has given the government 60 days to establish and operationalize the whistleblower office in Namibia. Vanani made these remarks during a press conference held at the party's headquarters in Windhoek today.
The Whistleblowers Protection Act 10 of 2017 was enacted in October 2017 but has not been implemented up to date. The office is expected to investigate disclosure of improper conduct and to investigate complaints of retaliation against the person making these disclosures. Hence, Venani threatened that failure to establish the office, he will take the government to court. He claimed that the establishment of the office, which is necessary to fight corruption, has been deliberately halted.
The ruling party can no longer be allowed, and I want to put it on record, that we are giving the ruling party 60 days to operationalize the whistleblowers office. If they don't do it, we are going to take them to court, just as we are in court with the Russian case, that they have given a resettlement farm to a Russian billionaire for 99 years, knowing that resettlement farms must be given to Namibians. So we are going to take them to court. We are going to litigate in public interest to make sure that the question of whistleblowers operationalization is addressed by the courts, and the courts will have to litigate in public interest to say, should the government hide behind a lack of resources? Why do we have so many ministers? Why do we have so many deputy ministers, advisors, yet we can't establish an office that is very cardinal at fighting corruption, malfeasance, and greed in this country? Now let's be very honest. Had it not been for a whistleblower in the name of Stevenson of the Fish Road saga, the whole Fish Road saga would not have been known by any person. So why is the ruling party swap of failing to establish a whistleblowers and operationalize the whistleblowers office? They are being very deliberate, doing everything to suffocate this office, that it doesn't exist and it doesn't see the light of day.
Venani further added that in order for the citizens to benefit from the foreign investment, the government has to strengthen all the mechanisms being used to fight against corruption, as currently the anti-corruption architecture is loose and weak.
all the architecture of anti-corruption, all those puzzles must be strengthened. We must work with the police, anti-corruption commission, prosecutor, whistleblower. The whole mechanisms must be watertight so that we fight corruption. I don't believe that the ruling party is walking the talk of fighting corruption in this country if they are not establishing such an office for a period of 5 years and claiming that they don't have money. How many offices have we established in this country? How many advisors does the president have? Is he saying all those offices are more important than a whistleblower's protection office? We are saying walk the talk. Don't just go borrow our money. Also protect the money that you are borrowing. Protect the moral and social fabric of the people of this country. By protecting them, get the office of the whistleblowers into action, not later than 60 days. Show cause that you are serious at fighting corruption in your own country.
Venani said that the PDM is committed to ensure that the Namibian people get what they deserve fairly and squarely.
The general manager of Safari Hotels in Windhoek has revealed that the establishment has begun a hydroponics pilot project with the help of a local company called Urban Harvest. According to the general manager, Marius Walmerans, the aim of the pilot project is to produce all the greens used in the hotel's kitchens on site.
Walmerans told Agri on One that Safari Hotels plan to grow fully organic vegetables for staff and guests in order to save on water and costs while caring for the health of those who dine at the hotel.
Give you an idea, we use up to 700 heads of lettuce a week when we get busy. What we have here behind me is basically the first two phases. At the back you've got a seedling bed where they start with the seeds. Then goes into the first phase, which is the triangle, where they have the seedlings, then growing. And then the final phase, we move it to our wall display, and we actually harvest from there to go into the kitchen. Nice and fresh, zero carbon footprint, organic vegetables.
Urban farmer Henk Douth from Urban Harvest Namibia assisted with the installation of the hydroponic system on the Safari Hotel's premises. Douth told Agri on One that hydroponics is essentially the recirculation of nutrient-rich water through a hydroponic system, making important minerals immediately available to the plants while also saving water.
Behind me you will see a holding station where we display a lettuce, and then where the lettuce is also growing. So that's the final part of the journey of the lettuce. So you will see down here is a 110 reservoir, and this water just flows the whole time while the plants are taking out the nutrients that it needs to grow. It's reusing the water every time, and we're just adding the nutrients that is needed. So all water that we lost is through transpiration and respiration from the plants. We want to see if we can produce the needs of the hotels, of the kitchen, so that everything that, most of the things that they need there salad-wise, and that we can meet that need. And that is possible.
Douth said the hydroponic water circulation system can be installed both vertically and horizontally, and the only limiting factor is the height at which you harvest, which one can easily improvise on.
During the day, the plants look wilted because of the sun and that, but in the evening times and when it's cooler, it comes back again. The advantage of this is you are growing food in water. So in a growing medium in water, and the water doesn't go into the ground. And it doesn't matter if you have concrete, interlocks or bad soil, you can still grow your food. urbanharvestnamibia.com.
Douth concluded that urban farming is about ongoing fresh and organic food production with minimal water loss while building self-sufficiency.
How many slips, Mom?
5. Yes, it's click season. Discover the magic.
This one's pretty cool.
Oh, it's your mom's online order.
Happy holidays, guys!
Yay!
Darling. Congrats!
It's empty. I can't talk. Mama.
first. With bags of endless gifts, you'll find something special for everyone at Clicks. Clicks. Feel good, pay less.
We have in Namibia a drinking culture, to drink to get drunk.
We see that, the alcohol dependency or the alcohol abuse is truly when people struggle to cope with their everyday lives.
It's very good when you are my buddy drinking, but when you go for help, then suddenly there's a stigma.
Yeah. Alcohol changes our behavior. So in order to maintain your alcohol use, there are certain things that you need to do.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Time now for Business on One. Puma Energy launched its first solar hybrid systems at the Vanderbilt service station along Hosea Kotaku Drive in Windhoek today. The solar panels, which will be at 24 sites across the country, will provide a cleaner and more reliable hybrid energy solution for each site.
Speaking at the event, the general manager of Puma Energy, Adele Samuelson, explained that the reasons why they initiated the solar hybrid system is that it saves money and the benefits it has to businesses.
We have proven that solar is hugely successful. That's why we've done it. We saw the savings, we saw the benefits, and that's why we're trying to roll this out to other sectors like commercial, B2B, normal customers. So we are looking at more partnerships, more service stations, and to extend the footprint on the end of the day. On the end, I would like everyone of you to be mindful of the carbon footprint we leave, how we think about it, how we see the future. As you know, in the week of the COP27, or recently, that renewable energy was basically one of the key focal things that was mentioned because they play a central role into the energy mix.
Samuelson added that the project will also help members of the public with transitioning towards sustainable energy solutions to drive both environmental change and monetary savings.
This project clearly demonstrates our commitment to delivering low carbon emissions. So we started in retail, that is evidently, but we are moving into certain other areas where we cover the commercial and the B2B businesses. For instance, in mining. So what we will try to do is to reduce their carbon footprint. We will partner with them. We offer them certain renewable energies. On the end, that reduce their carbon emissions and they have cost savings for themselves and energy savings.
Samuelson added that the project will also help members of the public with transitioning towards sustainable energy solutions, which will drive environmental change.
That is all for Business on One. Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages.
Nontavera Disongoshira verena
Christmas is about smiles on the faces of those we love. So, at Spar, every day until 5 December, we're giving Lucky Spar Rewards customers their shopping for free. And we have amazing savings. Like Sunlight Dishwashing Liquid Refill for only $23.99 and Lifebuoy Hygiene Soap. Buy any 3 for just $39. Merry Christmas smiles from all of us at SPAR.
Our exclusive this week features musician, producer and performer DJ Yasonia.
I really want to put female and Namibia on the map.
Plus, we introduce you to Namibian singer, songwriter and composer Caleb Zola as your tribe new taste.
I'm a pastor's child and my parents are the pastors of the Salvation Army here in Windhoek, Namibia.
And I can't anymore.
Now let's have a look at your comments on this story about NBC management's relationship with employees, which according to the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Human Resources Development is seen as toxic. The committee that visited various NBC offices countrywide to engage employees further questioned the performance bonuses paid to selected few members of management and ill treatment of employees. Fire them, exclaimed Mervyn Kambanda. Josephine Ndongo stated that favoritism is prevalent in companies around the country. Markized Our Windows says it's good to hold management accountable. And Simvula noted it's the role of the managing directors and board members to ensure a safe and positive working environment. John Moore feels most board members in parastatals are only concerned about their paychecks. Those were the comments we received from you. Please continue engaging with us on our news stories. See you after the break.
Enjoy these fantastic payday savings only at Clicks until the 1st of December. Buy Clicks 2-ply toilet paper 18 rolls, 2 for $104.99 per pack and 1 for $114.99. Buy Pampers pants or new baby dry disposable nappies value pack, now $186.99 per pack. And buy Clicks Extreme Power dishwashing tablets 40 pack and get a dishwasher rinse aid or cleaner free. Clicks, feel good, pay less.
Time now for the latest in sport. The Karatura-based Giants, the African Stars Football Club, will play against the Tura Magic Football Club in the much-anticipated Debmarine Namibia Premiership Derby this Saturday afternoon at the University of Namibia Sport Field. The African Stars Football Club held a media conference this morning in Windhoek to share what spectators can expect.
Addressing the media, African Stars coach Mervyn Bakera reflected on last week's match strategies against Unam Football Club, which cemented the much-needed 3 points by way of a single penalty goal, putting them fourth on the Premiership League. Coach Bakera also spoke about possible match tactics for this weekend's clash.
This is my belief. Already the result, we have to get it. There's no compromise on that. We need to get the result. And this is my philosophy or my belief that, when it comes to the result, we then make sure that, okay, the players are responsible now. So we have to make sure that the performance is up to that standard, the preparation is up to that standard, and then the players take that ownership in terms of the result, making sure that the precision in the plan that is there, the tactics that is there have to be executed. When you see African Stars playing anyway, you by already seeing the play, how we play, you will already identify that this must be African Stars. And this is where we want to go, so that we have an identity in our play, wherever we play, whether it's home, away, any opponent.
Newly appointed Director of Football, Ricardo Manetti, was also introduced to the media. The former Brave Warrior head coach took the opportunity to clarify his role at African Stars Football Club, including his future plans.
I think how I want to start off with is very simple. The term football director, I think everyone Googled it this week to make sure, is it not the technical director, what is the job description, etc., etc. But to wrap it up and to keep it short, is I was brought in to make sure that the direction that the board wants to take the club is in order. And that means all the structures, from the academy, when it comes to the commercial side, when it comes to the structures, to make sure that professionalism is seen or carried out throughout the team. I want to mention also the fact that I'm not a technical director. Having said that, it means that I'm not going to dictate to the coach who to select. I'm not going to dictate half-time to the coach who to substitute. I think we need to understand that. I'm going to assess the progress of the first team, as I'm going to assess the progress of the academy, who we are going to promote from the academy, the amount of players, etc., etc.
We have quite a number of players in our squad from our youth team, and we also have a certain project going forward in terms of the cadence races before our games from these youth teams, and next year looking in terms of also attaching them in a competitive league and starting to integrate them surely but surely in the senior team.
That's the latest in sport. Time now for the weather forecast. That's it for tonight. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. Until next time, it's good night.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Thank you for watching this show on One Africa. Because you are part of our One family, your voice is very important to us. Please take a moment to rate this show by scanning the QR code on your screen now, and you can stand a chance to win fantastic prizes every month. T's and C's apply.